Yeah, so let's dive in the deep end. Boom! You've been trending lately. Yeah. So first, let's start with how have you been dealing with emotionally? Are you okay emotionally?
Yeah.
Are you fine?
Yeah.
So tell people why you're trending.
What's happening? What's going on?
Yeah, we just had our differences, me and my fiance, and we decided to go separate ways. Yeah, so right now we're just working on trying to take care of the kids, trying to continue working on social media, and transitioning into that. Yeah.
So how do you take the fact that now she has opened her personal YouTube channel?
Oh no, I support it. You know,
The thing is, people think we don't talk.
we talk every day.
And even if I see something on social media or she sees something on social
Social media, she just screenshots and sends it to me.
Oh, okay.
So we are on a different level compared to someone. If someone
Was just like dating.
Dating. Okay.
And we
Yeah.
have kids together.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be just like I've cut you off by.
yeah, there's so much connection there, and she'll always be there because she's baby mom. So
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Amazing. You know, kidogo social media. Unajua kidogo umesema kidogo umeenda separate way kidogo nakwambia kwa hivi my yanks wako lit. Nakwambia emojis ni acha nakwambia kwanza emojis zimejaa ni za moto. Yeah, this guy is fire. The way he speaks is moto.
Me, I was like, celebrity.
The way he
I didn't come in
looks
because he's a
is
snack. I'm a what? Because I was like, you know, it helps if you're a snack and then, you know, you're telling people to come work out with you. So that's kind of why I was just wondering. Yeah, no, but just to go ahead and say what you just said, because I think it's important for us to talk about it, is because these days what's happening is that we've spoken about it on the show. We've hosted on the show as well people who have gone into business in a period of time when they are together or a couple. And what then happens after that, sadly, is that things go one way or another. Any piece of advice just in terms of how to be able to manage, especially when your brand is in conjunction with somebody? We three, for example, our brand is right now aligned. And so if one of us or anything was to, ideally it does affect. Same thing with if you are working with somebody, irrespective of it's your better half or not. Any piece of advice or anything you would tell maybe to your younger brother if they wanted to go in that direction that you could have picked up from an experience like this one?
I'd personally say solve it between yourselves first, right? Because in this industry, we show people what we want them to see.
Of course.
Right? So if you're having, you know, the good times, you're showing them just the good times. So even when it comes to the bad times, you can pick and choose what you need to show them. You don't have to tell everyone everything. I mean, there's been so much speculation out there, and we know the reason why we went our separate ways. But people are already saying, oh, it's this, it's that, it's that. And if you ask them, where'd you hear it? I saw it on this blog. I saw it on that blog. No one has actually said, Maureen actually told me, or Frankie actually told me this. No one has said that. So what I would say is solve it between yourselves, and then just put a statement which you feel will just cover everything holistically. And you put it out there. But you already know what you guys have been talking about. You already know what you've dealt with, and you deal with it privately.
Thank you for sharing that. What do you think the general health status of Kenyans is? Because I mean, the truth is, as you just said, a lot of people are now a lot more into health and fitness and eating healthy and the likes. And so, I actually do see more people kind of like, you know, these days being into it. What do you think, based on what you see on the ground in your clients? How are people taking the idea of healthy living and exercising?
Well, right now we're pretty much westernized, so everyone is trying to become fit. Reason being, there's a lot of fast foods that have just come about. I mean, KFC's around and all these other places. So people are noticing the need to have, you know, a healthy lifestyle. Before, no one was really into it because you know you're going to have your ndoma, your ngwashe, and all these other things. You're going to be healthy either way. But with all that westernized foods that have come in, people want to change. And then also social media makes you want to become this type of person. They see, for the longest time, people didn't think I was Kenyan because of my fitness level. Like, are you sure this guy is in Kenya? He's not in the States or whatever? And I'm like, no. hold myself to that level. I want to be, I place myself as that guy in States, the ripped guy, the rock or whatever. That's who I'm trying to be like. I'm not trying to be just like, you know, an average physique guy. And people are now starting to see that because you're seeing it online and you're like, oh, okay, Frankie's Kenyan and he looks like this. Why can't I look like this? Then you start training, you know. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much the health industry, the Kenyan health industry right now.
So how did you get into fitness?
Well, I used to play rugby quite well, actually. I went to North Wales on a rugby scholarship. But I had a knee injury which kind of put me out. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself. And you know this whole concept of going to university because of your folks, right? So I had to follow that route. I mean, I did my first degree, business management, because of my mom. And then after I finished that, I was like, okay, I don't want to go work. So what do? I want to do more school because school, I mean, uni is everything, you know. Freedom, partying, everything, you know, no bills, nothing. So I'm like, okay, let me go back to school. So I did my master's again to please my mom and to be in that, you know, lifestyle. Soon as I finished my master's, I was actually thinking of doing a PhD because of the same concept. But then I was like, wait, I can't just keep doing this forever. And when I was doing my master's in international business management. I was like, what do I want to do? Do I want to stay in an office and work for someone else and build their dream, or do I want to build my dream? I know myself, I've never worked for anyone, ever. So the thought of it just like freaked me out.
Being employed.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with authority. I just can't, right? So when I was doing my master's, I signed up in a different uni to do an advanced diploma in sports nutrition. So I was just going back and forth. I was in Manchester this time. So I was going back and forth. In the morning, I was doing my advanced diploma. In the evening, I would do my business management classes. And I did that for about a whole year.
Wow.
And I left with, you know, a master's and
Nutrition,
advanced diploma in sports nutrition. Yeah. So when I finished that, I wanted to do the same thing that I'm doing here in the UK. But the market is lucrative, but it's very saturated. So there's a lot of people doing it, but there's a lot of money to be made. And I figured I'd just come home on holiday, December holiday, and I was thinking, there's no one doing personal training in Kenya. When I started, there was no personal training. It was gym instructor, you know, the guy who sits in the gym and shows you know, he's probably got it from a magazine or whatever. But personal training, there was no such concept. And I was trying to pitch it to gyms, but they were like, no, why? You should come here, I pay you. I'm like, no, you don't need to pay me. I'll bring you clients and I'll give you money. And they didn't understand that concept. The biggest issue was our trainers won't feel nice about it. I don't care about your trainers. Do you want money or not? You know?
All about the money, the check money.
Yeah, so even the first, I think almost like half year to a year, I was training my clients at Uhuru Park, just with the towel. I had no equipment, nothing, just with the towel. So I just made sure I took a before picture and an after picture. And when I took the after picture, I posted it up on social media, and the rest is history. Like, everyone just like, oh, I want to start training. Gym started calling me, hey, come train. People can come train for free at our gym, post it up, blah, blah, blah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And so, like you I'm going out to the game, but you know, we had to listen to the lad, man. You know, he's got some vibe too. Okay. And he's a very interesting person. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back, and definitely, Tudango lazima tucheze.